Hi and welcome to That Wise Old Dude book reviews. Each week I'm going to be reviewing a self-help book, and I'm going to do the old classics and some of the new as well. Now, as always, if you like this book review and you like this channel, then please hit like or click subscribe, or even put in a comment if you've read the book that I'm going to be sharing with you today. The other thing I want you to know as well is you can just listen along to these videos. I'm not going to be putting any fancy pictures up and stuff like that. There's also no editing either. The other thing I want you to know is I'm not an affiliate. I don't get any money for the books that I'm reviewing. And the reason I'm doing this is because, one, I've read self-help books now for the last 33 years. And so I want to give you a synopsis of each book and how they've, influenced my life, or helped me improve, or helped me grow, or helped me get through bad times, or de-stress, or whatever, but how they've helped me improve certain aspects of my life. So I hope that it can do that for you. So now on with the show. And they say you always remember your first love, right? Well, my first love, the book that I'm going to be reviewing today for you, is this one here. It's called Bring Out the Magic of Your Mind, and it was written by a guy called Al Karan, Koran with a K. I'll put the link into where you can buy this book in the comments if you so wish to do so. But I want to just give you a brief, very, very brief history of myself and how this book became my first love, and how it really changed my life. And I was a late starter in life. I didn't become ambitious until I was about 27 years old. And I was looking around, I saw all these other people driving nice cars and having great jobs, and I was in dead-end jobs and all of that, and eating at nice restaurants and wearing nice clothes and stuff. And so I set about, trying to achieve these things, and I worked really, really hard. I got a job in sales, door knocking, and I was progressing through, but I wasn't really making any progress, and the money wasn't coming to me. I was still earning around £60 a week at the time, and had a company car, and they paid the petrol, etc. And so the money side of things just wasn't really happening for me. And then I stumbled across this book, and at that time I didn't really read anything, not since school anyway. I don't think I picked up a book in like 10 years. And anyway, I was passing this school fete. They were raising money for the school, and I stopped at this bookstall that they had, and I picked up this book, and it said The Magic of the Mind in Action. And so I bought it. It was 10p or something. Took it home, read it, and it was full of testimonials of people who'd read Al Karan's book that I'm about to give you a synopsis on. And it was just full of all these people that had written to him. Al Karan received thousands and thousands of letters for his book about how it had changed their lives, and brought them wealth and success and happiness and confidence and everything else. So after reading this book, I went down to my local bookstore and I ordered the book, Bring Out the Magic of Your Mind. And so I read it, and it just absolutely changed my life. It put me on that road. At the time when I bought this book, I didn't really know which road I was on, and the road that I was on was very, very bumpy, and it wasn't leading me to where I wanted to go, right? This book, it just changed all of that, and it's an absolutely wonderful, wonderful, powerful book, and it can help you literally turn your whole life around, and it can help you take your earnings up. It can bring you more happiness and more joy and more confidence. I can't probably speak highly enough of this book. So if you aren't getting the things that you want in your life, this book will do it for you. Now, there's another book out at the moment called The Secret, right? It's been out a few years now. This book was before The Secret, and it's better than The Secret. It's full of psychology and practical tips, and it helps reprogram your mind, which is what's needed if you need to turn your life around, or if you're not earning the money that you want to earn, or you're not getting the job that you want to get. And what I like about this book is that at the end of each chapter, Al Karan also gives you some little snippets of how he uses each chapter in his own life, in his own career, and how he used that to become successful himself. So who was Al Karan? Well, Al Karan was a British mental magician. He used to read minds on stage, and he was very big in the late 40s, 50s and 60s. He sadly passed away in the early 70s. But what he could do was, you know, people would walk up on stage and he would know where they went on holiday. He could ask them to pick a number between 1 and 1,000. 1 and 1,000, and he would get the number right. He did it with Ed Sullivan. He knew where they went on holiday. He knew what colours they preferred and their date of birth and all sorts of stuff, you know. He was absolutely phenomenal. Prior to him becoming a magician, he was in the army. He was a paratrooper, and he got shot down twice over enemy territory and spent a year in a hospital bed. He was also, I think, at the time, the youngest member. I think he joined the Magic Circle at about the age of 16. And his book is just, honestly, it's just so good. And the chapters he has in here, you know, it's one of those books, by the way, that you don't have to read cover to cover. You can just pick it up at any time, and maybe some chapters don't apply to you and some do. But some of the chapters he has the magic of belief, how belief works, the power of your subconscious mind, silence and meditation, the magic of love, the secret of wealth, the magic of change, the magic of right habits. That's popular now, right? Well, he wrote this in the 60s. Have done with fear, the magic of happiness, romance, health that brings magic. He was talking about health back in the 60s. And the other one he did as well, another chapter he's got in here, is observing the wonderful. So he was talking about mindfulness, you know, way back in the, like I say, in the 60s. Now the other thing about this book is that it was a bestseller. It was a million bestseller. And of course, back in the 60s, no internet and social media, right? So for an ordinary book to become a million bestseller is really good, okay? And so it was sold all around the world, and it made him a very wealthy man. And I just want to read a little bit in here, and it's from the chapter the magic of love. And the other thing I like about this is he talks about the secret of wealth, and the magic of love comes before that chapter, so it gives you an understanding of where his heart was and what his intentions were. The secret of wealth is very powerful, by the way. And the other thing I'd just like to point out about this book is that a lot of neuroscience now is proving a lot of the principles that he put in this book, and that's really great as well. And in the chapter The Secret of Wealth, I'm not going to read from that one, but in the chapter The Secret of Wealth, he advises people to give 10% of their income, put it aside, and your unconscious mind will bring you into contact with people who need that money. So he's telling you not to lend it to them, but to give it to them, but you only give from this 10%. And a lot of people say, yeah, I can give 10% away. However, Tony Robbins once said, you know, that what do you think is the hardest thing to do? To give 10% of £100 away, or 10% of £100,000 away? And it's the latter one, right? Think about it, giving £10,000 away would be a hard thing to do. So, you know, if you buy the book, do read that Secret of Wealth if you're struggling with money. Like I say, it put me onto earning, you know, huge six-figure incomes. It was phenomenal. But just to get back to that, I just want to read you a quick snippet from his chapter called The Magic of Love. A famous sage commanded, "Love everything that happens to you." I love the things I am doing. I love going on the stage to perform magic or read somebody's mind. I love going before the television cameras. Yes, I mean it. And I love writing this book. I hope you will love reading it. I hope you'll love this review. I love my audiences. I love every minute of every day. Loving should be a real part of your life. You can adapt yourself to this new way of facing things if you determine to do so. Love can lift you to the higher dimension, and that is where you must get. You must raise your mind. If you want to turn your life around, okay, you got to raise your mind to another level. I love my audiences everywhere. The car I drive, my home, my family, my tropical fish and my poodles. I love the mountains, museums, music and flowers. The sky is never so blue, the birds never sing so sweetly. Our friends are never so gracious as when you are filled with love. Love raises you to heights otherwise quite impossible, where magic can be done almost instantly. If you want magic to come, just throw away your old attitudes and beliefs. Throw them overboard at once. Love is an all-important law of magic. See no difference between ant and angel, between white and coloured people. It was written in the 60s, right? Look at the ocean and not the wave. We are all a part of the same. Every worm is a brother of the Nazarene. So what I like there is you've got to throw away your old attitudes and beliefs. Well, you do, because, you know, if you're not getting what you want, or you're not earning the money you want, if your life's not going how it is, then you've got to change something, right? You can't keep doing the same things and expecting to get different results. So that's the sort of thing that he writes about in this book. So if you really, really want to, if you're looking to turn your life around, if you want more success, if you want to earn more money, and you need the belief to do that, and you can't afford a coach right now, go and grab this book. It is 10 times more powerful than The Secret is. Seriously, it's full of psychology, it's full of stuff that neuroscience is proving right today, and like it did for me, it can really, really turn your life around and get you achieving all the things that you really, really want to achieve. So I hope you like that quick review. If you've read the book, you know, and how it's changed your life, then please drop a comment in, or you can click like or subscribe for further book reviews. And like I say, I'm going to be doing them every week. So do get this book. You know, it will put you on that road. It will launch you on that road to getting what you want in life as well. As always, live big and live well. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.